Me again, Lasker son.
And Lasker as well. And we're here. I've played a bit of EVE. I've logged in. And I'm in a Brawling Maulus.
Okay.
And Maulus not usually the sort of ship you'd 1v1 in. I'm fighting an Aerator here. You can see I'm shooting him. You can see how his health bars are moving and how mine are moving. He's lost all his shield and his armor, and he's running out of hull.
Yeah, he's in great danger.
He is. He just went down.
And now he's dead.
And so this is sort of a blitz down fit. It does lots and lots of damage at very short range. And so really the idea is to rest the front of my ship against their ship and then turn on the blasters and try to blast them. It does about 360 damage, which is really surprising from a ship like this. Here I think he's pulling range, and I try to switch to my long-range ammo, but I get confused and misclick and switch to my short-range ammo again. But he didn't actually pull range, and so he's still right on top of me, and I'm badly damaged, but he's badly damaged, and we're racing. Look how close it gets. I lose all my armor. I lose all the hull! One more hit and I'm done. But he's done.
What's going on here?
So this is me against a Merlin. The Merlin is the best T1 frigate at brawling at 0, which is exactly what we're doing. So he should win this. I'm in a thing that doesn't brawl at all, and he's in the best brawling frigate. But the fit's pretty funny. It doesn't perform like a normal Maulus.
I see.
And I'm able to just barely squeeze out a win here. But this is a guy I used to fly against when I first started playing.
Okay.
He always flies Merlins. That's his whole thing. The last time I looked, he was the 14th most successful Merlin pilot. He had the 14th most kills of all time. But it's been years, so I bet he's in top 10 now.
I see.
All right, so here, this is a Dramil. And it's coming in. I decide to fight it, and it manages to sneak out of scram range. And it starts kiting around me.
And that's a bad thing.
Yeah, I'm in big trouble because my guns don't shoot out very far. And he's much faster than I am.
So you've taken some damage, and he hasn't taken any damage.
Yeah, I've got some drones, and so I set my drones attacking him. They do a little bit of damage. And I'm alternating between flying towards him and flying towards a point in space. If I can get more than 24 kilometers away, his warp disruptor will drop and I can warp away. But I'm struggling to do it. Here where the modules turn red, I'm overheating them. When you overheat them, it makes them do more stuff, like the Afterburner goes faster. But if it gets just a little more red, it'll burn out, and then it doesn't do anything. And so I've got to try to get the most out of it I can. And here he flies a little bit out of range, I think because of my drones, and I'm able to warp off, and I save my ship, which I was real pleased about. Because at this point I had about 10 kills, and I didn't want to lose the hull. All of the fights in this video are the same hull. Alright, here's another Merlin.
Oh, I see. Okay. So what is this Merlin doing?
He's going to try to brawl me again. We're going to put the two ships against each other.
Okay.
And really, he should be the one that wins this. Merlin against smallest, but it's going to go my way again.
Yeah.
It's real close. It looks like I have a lot left, but because of the way my ship's set up, I have almost no hull and almost no armor. It's kind of all shield. So here I turned the effects back on so you can actually see the ship.
Oh, that's a cool ship.
Yeah, that's what the Maulus looks like. And my opponent's in a breacher here.
A breacher.
The breacher's a fast missile ship, and I try to get within 10 kilometers to catch him with my scram, but he flies away with his micro warp drive. And again, now he's kiting me. And this fight I think is really cool. This is an interesting fight.
Okay.
So the first thing that happens is that I try to align out, and then I try to align back at him. While this was happening, I was kind of photosensitive. And so this was hurting my eyes. And a little bit, I almost gave up. I'm like, okay, well, I can only shoot things 2 kilometers away. He's 22 kilometers away. He moves much faster than me. Probably I'm doomed, right? But then I was like, well, I can at least put my drones on. Maybe that'll scare him off. And I can at least try to grab him with my web here. But he flies well. He maneuvers himself. The closest I get is 15 kilometers. When the web is overheated, it gets up to 13 kilometers. So I was 2 kilometers short of being able to web him. And now all my stuff is real heat damaged, and so I can't overheat it anymore. And I'm not thinking real clearly because the lights are hurting my eyes. But I turned my Afterburner back on. I'm afraid he's got a friend coming. I'm checking my D-scan. And then here I turn the interface back off. And then I start thinking a little clearer. And I align back out to my safe point. I'm trying to rock back and forth. If I head towards him, maybe I can try to catch him. Then he heads away and I try to head back to the safe point. And then he's got to try to run back towards me and then I head towards him. I'm trying to slingshot him into range.
Okay.
And so I keep rocking back and forth between flying at him and flying at this arbitrary point in space.
Okay.
Meantime, I'm trying to repair my heat damage so that I can overheat my Afterburner and my web and try to catch him again.
Mm-hmm.
He has stopped shooting me and he's shooting my drones instead. I'm hoping this distracts him in this moment and I can use it to escape. But he flies well and he's shooting my drones and he's staying between 15 and 20 kilometers away. And here I'm hoping he's going to swing out of range because he goes up to 21, 22 kilometers, 2 more, and that's enough. But no, it's not enough, 21 kilometers. He's flying well.
Sigh.
And then he kills another one of my drones, and now I only have 4 left. So I have no spare drones left.
Your health isn't bad.
So my shield regenerates. Just a little tiny bit, but the fight has gone so long that it's actually regenerated most of the way. Now he's shooting my drone, and it's dying, so I'm starting to lose my last drones, and those are my ways to interact with him. But happily I notice, and I pull it back into the drone bay. And he can't shoot while it's in the drone bay. Of course, it's still damaged, but just like my shields recharge over time, slowly, the drone's shields recharge over time, slowly. So while it sits in the bay, the shield starts to come back. And that ends up mattering. I need that little tiny bit. So now I've targeted his drone, and I'm trying to shoot it. I know he has 2 drones and no spare drone base. So if I can destroy his drones, he just doesn't have those drones.
Okay. Interesting.
He's attacking another drone, and I pull the drone again.
I see.
This whole time I'm fighting, I'm still kind of bummed because I'm just sure I'm going to lose this ship. But this fight's been going on so long, I start to get into the groove of it, and I'm enjoying it. I managed to take out one of his drones here.
Okay.
And then he pulls the other one back in so it doesn't get blown up. I've got 2 of my drones in and 2 of them out.
Smart.
I start repairing heat again.
Cool.
And he's gone from shooting the drones, and now he's back to shooting me, so you're going to see my shields start to go down.
No.
My Afterburner is a really fast Afterburner, and that helps make it so that his missiles don't hit as hard. So that's part of the reason he's struggling to damage me.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't anticipate that it would work out like that. This isn't like, I didn't plan this scenario. The shield regen, both on my ship and the drones, ends up being super important, and that just ended up happening. It wasn't a plan ahead.
So you kill this guy?
I do ultimately kill this guy. I totally shouldn't be able to, but I get lucky. He makes a mistake. We fight for like 6 minutes.
Wow.
And I make plenty of mistakes during this time, but ultimately he makes a decisive mistake.
Yeah.
So I'm still trying to repair my Afterburner, but I can only do that while he's shooting at the drones. I can't do it while he's shooting at me because I need the damage mitigation while he's shooting at me so that the shield regen cancels out his missile damage. So I'm trying to keep track. I get confused a little bit. I think he's on this drone, but he's not. It has plenty of shield. I read it backwards, and I think that the hull is the shield, and the shield is the hull. I guess I'm a little tired at this point, too. Now I think he's gone on reload. No, I'm wrong. I'm taking hits. Something made me turn off my Afterburner. I guess I've lost track of what I'm doing. There, now it's back on again. So now the damage is remitigated. Shield regen is at the max at about 1/3. So I really want to keep it not from falling below, because then it will not do its good work. He's shooting my drone again. I'd managed to pull it in time. And then I think we're coming up. Yeah, here's where he loses track of what he's doing. I don't notice right away. Right here I should be grabbing him, but instead I turn off my Afterburner and start repairing it. And he's in range, and I'm looking at my drones, and he's in range.
And then you notice?
And here I notice. I'm like, oh, I gotta get him! I gotta get him! Oh, he's out of range! Oh, he's moving away again! Oh, okay, I gotta turn this off. Afterburner, approach. Okay, I got the web. Gotta get the scram. Okay, I got the scram. Is exactly what I was thinking. And then here I'm like, all right, I got him. He's scrammed. He can't fly away. I still have enough hit points left. As soon as I'm on top of him, he'll explode. Here we go. Done. So that whole 6-minute fight, and then he made a mistake, and I caught him.
So like, you were an ice cream truck, and he was a very big tank, and you thought you were dead, and then you realized, oh wait, yeah, I have this nuke bomb launcher minigun thing, and you just completely destroy him in like 2 hits.
It was really that, like, his damage was pretty light, and he oscillated between attacking me and attacking my drones. If he had gone all in on just attacking me right from the start, I think he would have killed me. But because my Afterburner let me mitigate a bunch of his damage, then my shield regen did more good work than I thought, and I was able to pull the drones and then get them back out. And so he spent a lot of time damaging the drone shields. Then I pulled them, they regen, and I put them back out. He just spent a lot of time shooting regenerating shields. But that fight really should have been for him. Like, he kind of did everything right, and just...
Are you celebrating your victory right now?
I'm chatting with him a little bit. He says, man, those drones are crazy. So I got basically the best light drones you can get, Augmented Hobgoblins. And then I got mutaplasmids that can mutate them. And I mutated a bunch, and then I took the best ones I mutated, and those are the drones I'm using. So they're weirdly fast, they're weirdly tough, and they do weirdly large amounts of damage.
Wow.
And it saved this fight. It would not have...
If you were really strong and really fast, you're almost invincible.
It's a really nice combination. So the ship's not super sturdy, which is why I was amazed I could tank for so long. It doesn't have that much in the way of hit points. But it's often just enough. Yeah, huge damage and lots of speed is a really lovely combination. I do get one more fight here against this Tormentor. So the ship we were just fighting was using missiles to fight us. The Tormentor is going to use beam lasers. And that last fight, I think I played pretty well. This fight, not as well. This fight, sort of the fit carries me. I don't play super well, but it's okay. The fit does all the work. I used to have a chess coach a long time ago. When you would get a really good position, he would say, it's like a player piano. It plays itself. You ever see one of those old-timey pianos where there's like a machine inside and the keys go up and down and the music plays?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw that kind of piano in a Tom and Jerry video.
That's exactly what I'm picturing. I think that's probably how I know about player pianos too, is Tom and Jerry. Okay, here he is. So he starts 10 kilometers away, which is a good start. I'm not moving. I lock him up, get him locked up. I get my stuff on him. I get my drones launched. I'm still not moving. He's shooting me. I'm still not moving. Then I give a command here to approach, and the ship starts moving. That whole time, I thought I was moving. I thought I had hit the command to approach.
And you didn't.
And I didn't. And that could have cost me the fight. But as it turns out, now I'm on top of him and his ship's going to explode.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna tank for a couple of hits, but it does so much damage. And that's it.
Well, like you said, you're an ice cream truck and they're a tank. And when they get close, you're an ice cream truck with 10 machine guns.
Yeah, it's a lot like an ice cream truck with 10 machine guns, which no one expects. Here, I turn the graphics back on. You can see the kill marks. I have 16 kill marks on my 360 DPS Maulus.
How many?
16. Wow. This is a 10, and these are 6 1s. Yeah.
You know what? I would barely get 1 kill.
It's hard at first. It takes a lot of work to get your first one, and then it gets easier. Yeah, I probably lost 20 ships before I got my first solo kill. But that, yeah, it's satisfying. It feels good. It feels good to be logging back in and playing a little bit. Thank you for reviewing this with me. I'm looking forward to the next one we do.
Yeah. I'm also looking forward to the next one we do. I'm going to get back to watching my video.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Polarized light neutron blasters in the highs. The usual AB Scram Web range control. Medium shield extender tank. We're going all buffer. It's an all-in fit. We're going for high DPS. High enough that active reps shouldn't be very useful. And in the video you can see me kind of cut through in a couple cases. Like you almost can't tell they have active reps. When the DPS gets this high, it ends up being the buffer that matters a lot more. It's just kind of the idea of the fit. Polarized light neutron blasters use slightly less fitting than Tech 2, which means that you don't have to use a compact afterburner, and I'm not in the video. It's one of these. But the power grid's not so bad that it can't fit. That's a nice roll. It's not this good either. Yeah, it goes like 1890 something, so slightly less zippy than that. And then you need Micro-Aux power core so that you can fit blasters, the AB, and the MSE, and then the rest is damage mods and rigs, and then tank rigs. You can mutaplasmid drones, makes them do more damage, they can go faster. I'm running Nirvana implants. The pod actually has something in slots 8, 9, and 10, but it's all missile stuff, so it doesn't do any good. And I'm running Pyro. Yeah, so this is the fit. It's fun to fly. Feels good to be in space. I'm looking forward to seeing what I decide to undock next. Thank you for watching.